Blake Burman at with the latest of the White House on the stimulus to come, on a lot more to come out of Washington. Blake, what are you hearing?
Yeah, hi there, Neil. The feeling here in Washington, D.C. among Democrats and Republicans is that this deal is very close, within reach, probably going to be, or potentially, I should say, be announced here in the upcoming hours. In fact, Chuck Schumer, the top Democrat in the Senate, said just a little while ago last night if they were on the 5-yard line, to use the football reference, right now they feel as if they are on the 2-yard line. A senior administration official telling Fox earlier this morning, as of this point, this is what has already been negotiated and agreed to by both sides. Some pretty big ticket items here. It includes relief for hospitals, unemployment insurance, which we were just talking about, tax breaks and deferrals, direct payments to individuals and families. And I'm also told that there's an agreement on oversight for the $500 billion that will be headed to large corporations. The package also includes money for the airlines, and a senior administration official says that will involve the leadership from the airlines either choosing a loan facility program or a grant option, with conditions likely attached to both. That official saying, quote, airlines have 3 choices right now: loan, grant, bankruptcy court, so they get to pick their poison. Back here at the White House, Neil, there is, of course, renewed talk about potentially opening up the economy or reopening up the economy. President Trump once again fueled the conversation with this tweet earlier this morning, writing, quote, our people want to return to work. They will practice social distancing and all else, and seniors will be watched over protectively and lovingly. We can do 2 things together. The cure cannot be worse by far than the problem. Congress must act now. We will come back strong. Remember, though, Neil, it is the state leaders, the state governors, who are making the decisions within their areas about all of these different restrictions that we are seeing all across the country. So I asked Larry Kudlow earlier this morning, what could the federal government, what could the president actually do when it comes to reopening the government, or reopening the economy, rather? And this was his response.
Guidance, probably the best way to put it at this stage, guidance. We don't exercise any monolithic authority, but guidance is very important, and we've taken emergency measures. So we're all working together on this. I have to be vague right now because this is just an idea that's beginning to build.
Still about a week to go, Neil, in that 15-day window that the president and the CDC put forward of this 15-day guidance, social distancing, stay at home from work, etc. It is really interesting, though, Neil, listening to the governor where you sit right now, Governor Cuomo in New York, who has been making pretty much the same argument that the White House is starting to lay out, which is that public health and economic health, as Larry Kudlow put it today, can work together. The governor in New York was making the case just a little while ago that while it is important to look after the elderly, look after the vulnerable because of coronavirus, that can also work in lockstep with reopening the economy for so many other millions within that state, and as the White House is starting to sort of hint at, millions across the country as well. Neil?
Yeah, you drew an important distinction between what the governor is saying when push comes to shove, it's going to be about the public health and protecting them. The president erring on the side, all right, that you sometimes going to have a situation where the cure is a lot worse than the impact of the coronavirus. So have you gotten any hint, I think this 15-day thing up to your point, and sometime next week, I believe next Tuesday,
Monday,
that the president will ease restrictions?
The hints are coming from the president and Larry Kudlow themselves. When you look, Neil, at everything that they have said over the last couple days, very publicly as well, the general consensus is they're going to let this 15-day window play out. It was instituted last Monday, so 9 days ago, however you want to calculate it. The end of the month was kind of the best guidance that I was given as to when it would end, either the 30th or the 31st. But the president and Kudlow are saying, look, they're looking at it. They're thinking about it, and as Larry just said there, they can put forth the guidance. The question is what happens after that at the statewide level, but the guidance that they put out, first and foremost, the states have listened to.